Oh, to your right. There we go. That's it. Okay, good to go. There's a step, the curb there. Okay. To your left, you can find the. Yep, that's it. To your left a little bit. There you go. See, there you go. You good?
Thank you, sir.
No worries. So these are for the blind people to find their way around town. 2 blind people. That's pretty amazing. Ask me how do I deal with all the blah blah blahs online, the haters, the critics. I love them. They're all great. My world is fucking amazing. My life is absolutely amazing. Even though I can't ride my bike because of this neck thing, I can still walk, I can still see. I am eternally grateful for the life I have. I fucking wake up every day just fucking loving it, no matter what. This blind couple over here, the inspirations of the day, champions today, getting it done. Absolutely getting it done. You know, that's why I can't be around whiners in my life. People whine, I'm just like, oh man, like, come on, you've got nothing to whine about, you've got so many things to be grateful for. And yeah, that's what I love coming to Asia. You see real life going on, especially walking around, riding your bike around, you see what's really going on in there. You know, I just have that, yeah, infinite, just puts things in perspective. Because sometimes I whine myself a little bit in my head, I'm like, man, now I'm just like, hang on, put in perspective, halves. Breakfast, we've got water and dragon fruits, as many as we want. Some compost, put in the garden. Really, really good dragon fruit, these. Incredible, so good. Have I got any fruit in my face, just around here? You're not even funny. You're not even funny, dude. You're not funny at all.
No vídeo de hoje, nós começamos com uma tabela de hidratação. Será que eu estou hidratado? Procure urinar claro, pelo menos 10 vezes por dia. Coma uma dieta rica em frutas e vegetais frescos. Beba 1 litro de água antes das refeições. Obrigada.
So that's a little fruit mill there, just on the edge of a car park. And it's just love having the fruit in the nature like that. It just feels good to give back all that compost back to the nature. I've had thousands and thousands of fruit mills all over the world just like that. Outside, bit of nature, compost it, good to go. Durian here, 23 ringgit. So what's that? 23 ringgit in your currency just for this bit. People say, why is it in plastic? Because that's just how they serve it. And I didn't want to buy a whole durian because I wasn't sure if it's good or not. When it cost 23 ringgit for a little, literally a mouthful of durian for 23 ringgit. But anyway, that's the deal. Not complaining, just saying. This is where we live in. It's 2022. Durian seeds, these actually will grow. These will grow. And I reckon if we put them in here, they'll grow because they've got a few little rogue trees in here. Asia is just like you just chuck something on the ground, it literally just grows. I know because I've grown so many durian trees over the last 15, 18 years. Yeah, in Penang, I'd plant them, come back a year later, boom, they grow. Just chuck them around. Chuck them around, they just sprout and grow. So we're here in KL, we're going to Taman Bahagia. We're going to look for some durian. Put some in. Okay. Yeah, and then come back or something. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the sugars. This one here, these are all like super low sugar.
You can see this red tick. This is the what they call the healthier choice, and that's part of their low sugar program.
Yeah, so I wouldn't drink any of this stuff. Even this stuff here has got like fake sugar in it, like spartamine, etc. So there's nothing. This is just a total durianrider thumbs down bypass.
That's sweet. You have to get chai tong.
With a chai tong with extra sugar in there. Let's go, and it's got low caffeine. Let's go down to here. We have this, the pizza. That's full of fat, it's cheese and salami bits, Homer Simpson style, so full of grease and fat, and you can see it's dripping off. We've got a little panda, using nature's, having a good time. There's a little cheese belly there, okay? Let's go down here and we've got the fatty steak, full of grease, full of fat, and some extra grease on the steak and stuff like that. You can sort of see all the fat dripping out of that. So hence the calorie restriction, psycho, CICO, coming into Malaysia hardcore. So ribeye steak, give that to an Asian girl who's 40 kilos, she'll be 60, 70 kilos in a couple of years' time. So that's the deal. We sort of see Asia, you know, slim. I bet she eats traditional rice, Asian lifestyle, so she's very healthy, all right? And then you'll see people who eat more of a Western diet, get on the Western bulge, the Western gains, the fat gains, heart disease, type 2 diabetes caused by all the fat, coating intestinal septocytes, and preventing from sugar entering the cell properly. So it causes increase in insulin resistance, fatty diet. Now we're here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Natasha's just crossing the road here. We're going to go for a walk to Chinatown, try and find some durian. The paths are pretty good for walking on. Recommend running shoes in Kuala Lumpur. We're going to head down to the river and then take a left to Chinatown. Just over here, this is my hotel near the public bank. In this big building over here. It's KL Central around just over here. There's a massage place called Sunlight, and there's a guy there called Sun, just down here, like 50 meters down there on the right. And one of the best massages in the world I've ever had. 50 ringgit. Go see Sun. He's a blind guy. Killer massage. So this is someone in the comment section gave us a heads up on this one. This is the river walk. Great place to run. You can ride along here as well. Beautiful. Kuala Lumpur is definitely a place to I could live in here, no worries. No worries. You can even camp here for free if you wanted to, like you know, like you could definitely camp down there. Just wouldn't want to get a big flood, that's all. I guess you if you're going to camp down there, make sure you're camping in a canoe. And that way if you wake up and it's flooding, you'll be floating down the river, no worries. So biggies camp around here, you know. You have to get a hotel, you can just sleep along here. Yeah. Just put a bivvy bag line up in there, you're good to go. Yeah, definitely, you know. That's what I love about bivvy bags. You can just go anywhere with a bivvy bag. Freedom life, the freedom life. That's one of the biggest things for me really is in life is freedom, emotional freedom, you know, financial freedom, health freedom. I mean, health's the biggest one really, and so is emotional freedom. I know plenty of people are financially free like I am, but emotionally they're not free. They're still doing calories in, calories out. They're still, you know, really fixated on how they look. Or like, oh no, it's like we all like to, you know, look good and stuff, but some people, and sometimes we get a bit too like fixated on that, and it really can we let it destroy our joy of the moment, you know. So I love having that emotional freedom. Fantastic. Natasha's just pointed this artwork out. Follow the nature, not the preacher. Don't mean it's naughty vandals in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Some sort of temple over there. This is the Klang River. The mighty Klang River. Some artwork. Oh, this looks like a big sort of Saratoga looking thing. Tarpon, little otter. It's pretty cool. Almost a barramundi. Crab. The road surface is very good in Malaysia, very, very fast. If you like fast roads, you notice your speeds in Malaysia are very, very fast. The average speed will be really fast. There's not much wind, and the tarmac's super, super fast. So average speed in Malaysia is very high if you're doing 200 watts or whatever. Agapantha. Look at it, it's nice, isn't it? Wow. You have these little heath plants in Adelaide as well. It's like, I think that's almost a native to Adelaide. It looks like it's pretty interesting. It'll be tough wearing a mask. It's very hot and humid here. It's tough wearing that. And a burqa as well. Some hot fashion. We're heading towards Chinatown. love about Asia as well is just the relaxed vibes, like work hard, play hard, rest hard, just get it done, and look after each other. Generally, it's pretty cool. I like it. Definitely, I prefer to live. As I said many times, if Adelaide didn't exist, I wouldn't live in Australia. No way. Too many nut jobs in Australia. It's the Hotel Malaya. I remember coming to Malaysia in 2006, and people were definitely slimmer back then. The sugar tax, the sugar phobia has really kicked in. People are eating more fats now, and it shows on the waistlines for sure. And just because someone's fat doesn't make a bad person, just saying, if your goal is to be lean, watch the fat intake for sure. I mean, when I want to increase my fat intake, increase my body fat from getting too lean, eat more fat, and it's like effortless weight gain, effortless weight gain. It's a durian, baby. Here we go. This is the durian. That's so much hope for humanity. In 2006, yeah, that durian there, like, had been like 50 cents to $1 a piece. 50 cents to $1 a durian, even for Musang King back then, before Musang King really launched. And, you know, now that's like, you know, almost like $20 a durian. So 50 cents to $1 a durian, $2 a durian max, up to 20 bucks a durian. So 10 times price increase. So it's cheaper to go to McDonald's, get a family size fatty meal, than it is for one little durian that came from a tree, dropped to the ground, someone picked it up and brought it to market. You know? That's what's happening to the world right there. So that's why I got a vasectomy, because the future's looking real bleak for the kids out there. Really bleak. So yeah, just a lot of fried food, and it's causing that. Oh, I just got assaulted. He just hit me, and it's causing the obesity epidemic massively in you know, Southeast Asia. You can sort of see it. You know, it is and diabetes is on the increase, because once you eat all that fat, your insulin receptor site is blocked. Community service announcement, PSA: dietary fat of any source blocks the insulin receptor site, causing your blood sugar to go up, causing your body to release even more insulin, and you just can't control your blood sugars. To get more insulin, you need pharmaceuticals, which is ka-ching for those who sell those things. And then meanwhile they point the finger at sugar, but sugar's not even anything to blame. It's the dietary fat. So when you put your dietary fat right down, then your sugar get into the cell, no worries. Alright, so always reduce your dietary intake of fats, and you will reverse type 2 diabetes. No worries. You'll burn off all the fat off your legs, etc. Once you stop putting fat into your mouth, your body can actually burn the fat off more effectively. Okay? That's why you see me or Natasha, we get lean so effortlessly, because we just, you know, we can gain fat easy by eating more fat, we can lose the fat easy by eating less fat, you know. It's like an hourly thing, basically. It's like fat balance. So if you want to put yourself in a fat deficit, then just cut your dietary fat down to under 10 grams a day to create an insane fat deficit. Fat deficit, name of the game. So how to know if you have diabetes? Just go to your doctor and ask them to do an oral glucose tolerance test. All right, oral glucose tolerance test. Okay. And that's where you know if you have diabetes or not. You'd be surprised. A lot of people out there have diabetes. They don't even know it. They don't even know it, you know. They don't even know it. And it only takes a couple of days to give yourself diabetes, type 2. And it takes a couple of days to reverse type 2 diabetes. It's basically type 2 diabetes hinges on how much dietary fat you ate in the last 48 hours. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's why you see all the keto people, Sean Baker, Carnivore MD, all those people, Carnivore MD, Omnivore MD, all those people, they're all type 2 diabetic. All right? Ask them, what's the best thing to invest in? I'd say, best thing to invest in, I'd say be diabetes medication. Like, invest in Big Pharma who is producing diabetes medication, because, you know, if you look around, the amount of diabetes is increasing massively, you know. That's why everyone who does a keto diet or high-fat diet, they're all type 2 diabetic. Every single one of them will fail a glucose tolerance test. Even a slim person. Anyway, you got slim people with type 2 diabetes now because they're eating so much fat. All right. The gold standard test for type 2 diabetes is a old glucose tolerance test. Just ask any endocrinologist, you know, who's a diabetes specialist. Okay. So even slim people now have got type 2 diabetes from all the dietary fat. And their blood sugar might be okay, but their insulin resistance isn't, as indicated by the glucose tolerance test. Crazy. So that's investment. So diabetes is on the increase because of sugar phobia. Because when you fear sugar, you eat more fat, don't you? You know? Simple as that.